Zoroastrians from all over the world performing tonight. I am so excited to introduce all of them to you. I am not one of them. I'm just going to be the one who talks a lot, but we have really talented people performing for you tonight. And you'll have the privilege of hearing me try my best to pronounce some Persian titles and some Italian titles. So please forgive me. Those are not my first language. And actually my first language is Gujarati. So hello to all the Gujarati speakers in the house. I do speak Gujarati. I know it fluently, even though I know I look like I'm some really gory girl. I do speak Gujarati. Although when I do speak it to my fellow Parsi Zoroastrians, they'd say otherwise. All right, shall we get started? I'm looking at my fellow hosts. Are we good to go? Did I stall enough for you all? Okay, like there's only so much I can keep talking to myself for. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So hi, everyone. Welcome to our second Nowruz concert hosted by the Zoroastrian Youth of North America, also known as ZYNA, which is a youth committee within FEZANA. My name is Tanya Hoshi, and I'm so honored to be your host tonight. I also want to thank you for showing up and attending tonight's concert. I know people are attending from all across the world, all different time zones. So thank you so much for making this a priority and having us be a part of your day today. So today we're going to be showcasing Zoroastrian talent from all around the world. And although FEZANA represents Zoroastrians living in North America, we always acknowledge that there are incredible Zoroastrians all across the world who deserve to be celebrated. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So we have lots of amazing music and dances planned for you. And we guarantee that you're going to be impressed by the amount of talent our small community has. Now, last year, in the middle of the pandemic, ZYNA put together a virtual concert to celebrate Nowruz in the absence of in-person gatherings and events. This concert was such a success that many people suggested we make it an annual event, and that's what we're doing. What makes an event like this special is that it brings people together. You're going to be seeing collaborations among musicians from different parts of the world. So just think about that. There's going to be people from completely different countries playing songs together. You're also going to see talent coming from all different ages. And above all, you will see performances coming from Zoroastrians that you most definitely would not get an opportunity to see if it weren't for technology and the popularity of virtual events. So pour yourself a drink, grab some snacks, and let's get comfortable so we can get the show started. All right. So first up, we have a performance by Zal Shroff, who will be singing. And on the piano, we have Phil Shroff. So I'd love to just quickly introduce them. Zal Shroff is a ZAGNY member from New York. He's loved singing for as long as he can remember, and he's currently a senior staff attorney at the Loras Committee for Civil Rights of the San Francisco Bay Area. And Phil Shroff comes from Dadar, Bombay. He got married to Dund Rumwala in September of 1960, and they flew the next week to the USA for their honeymoon, and they never went back. So for him, it was one very long honeymoon. Both Phil and Dund are still working 24/7, and they have a successful business in fashion and marketing. And today they're going to be performing O Sole Mio. Beautiful. If you attended last year's concert, you also got to see both Zal and Phil perform last year as well. So next up, we have Farah Mars Rashidi. They'll be performing Shakare Ahu, and please forgive me if that's not how you pronounce it. And so Farah Mars graduated with a BS in chemical engineering from University of Tehran South. He has taught more than 200 students and conducted several choirs and orchestras, such as the Pravahar Choir of Tehran. And he's currently attending Cal Poly Pomona for his master's degree while having a very active music teaching career in Orange County, California. Give it up for Farah Mars. That was so lovely. Watching that makes me wish I never quit piano lessons. I wish I could still play like that. So next up, we have Farhad Wadia, which I have to say has a very impressive bio, so I'm not gonna have time to read it all, but I will highlight this one section, which is that in 2003, he won an award, Best Movie Soundtrack at the Bollywood Awards in New York for his effort as composer and music director for the Hindi-English film Mumbai Matinee. So maybe some of you have seen that. And today he's going to be singing Love Will Find a Way.
Good evening. Good evening and happy Navroz to everybody out there. This first song that I'm going to do is an original composition that I wrote last year. And this is an unplugged version of it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's about all the crazy times that we've been through the pandemic, and of course now the Ukraine war. I know things are going wrong. I know we have to be strong. I know the world is burning down, turning things around. My life is upside down, but I know the love will find a way. Shine a light on me, babe, take my pain away. And I know the love is the cure, love is the answer, love will reach to show. Ooh, love will find a way. Shine a light on me, babe. Love will find a way. Oh, I know things are getting strange. Oh, I know my life is rearranged. Oh, I can see it all going down. Everything's changing, life is turning round. But I know love will find a way. Shine a light on me, babe. Take my breath away. And I know that love will come around. Love is the answer. Love will turn me round. Ooh, love will find a way. Shine a light on me, babe. Love will find a way. Ooh, love will find a way. Shine a light on me, babe. Love will find a way. There are times when I'm misspoken. There are times when I feel broken. Broken down, broken down. Those are times when love comes shining. Those are times there's no denying. Love comes round, love comes round. Ooh, love will set me free. Ooh, will free my misery. Ooh, love will ease the pain. Shine a light on me, babe. Take my breath away. Ooh, love will set me free. Shine a light on me, babe. Take my misery. Shine a light on me, babe. Love will find a way.
That was lovely. So next up, we have Ardavan Taraporwala. He's going to be singing a song called Hallelujah. So Ardavan was born in Pakistan and raised in Dubai. And in 2019, he came to Canada, where he graduated with his master's in literature and vocal performance. And you can follow him on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram if you search his name, or just search Ardavan Stage.
Good evening and good evening.
We might be having some tech difficulty, folks, so we're trying to work with that, but let me just I think Hanos might have accidentally muted himself, so
while we're waiting, I would love to use this time to selfishly say that if you don't already, please do follow us on social media at the Fazana on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and LinkedIn. That's where you're going to find out all the news for upcoming events that we have. And we have so many events coming up that we will announce throughout the program today, but please do make sure that you follow us there. If you're not the social media type, absolutely no worries. Hopefully you have email and you can actually subscribe to the Fazana newsletter straight from our website. If you just scroll to the bottom, write in your email there, and you'll get all the news about upcoming events and opportunities right in your inbox. All right, here we go.
Good evening.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing Alleluia. Alleluia, 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 باور خوبه بی تردید باشه، مثل روز که باید با خورشید باشه، اما حیف تو رو جادو کرد ماه افسونگر. گفت من خدا هستم و تو بنده ای، تا وقتی اسیرم برنده ای، تو شنفتیم و گفتی هللویا. Alleluia, 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 I've said it all, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. بادیم رو لب تو خنده نیست، تو توی عشقیش کی برنده نیست، مثل حسرت روی لب. Alleluia, 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 Alleluia.
I think to sum it up with one of the comments, I think that is the best rendition I've ever heard of Hallelujah. So that was amazing. And also in several languages. That's so talented. All right. Next up, we have Kamran Yasnafar from California, who's going to be performing Persian Santur. Was that the end?
I don't know. It might be another technical difficulty. So let me
Okay.
just.
That's pretty amazing, though. It's not often that you get to see this traditional Iranian instrument, the Persian santur, being played.
I know. I will share a quick story with folks while we're waiting to figure this out. So, funny story for everybody. I had a bet with folks who are organizing this event to play Santur if I lost the bet, and I did lose the bet. And I was supposed to submit my video. But the last time I played Santur was 10 years ago, and I tried playing the Santur last night, and it was not looking well, friends. So I had to call last minute for a favor. And of course, the best person out there to call in these times is Kamran Yasnafar over at CCC. He's a legend. We had him at the Youth Congress in California in 2019. For those of you who showed up to the gala back then in 2019, you might remember him. He opened the show for us then, and so he's incredibly talented in such a short notice. Provided me with this video. He's very, very talented. What can I say? But yeah, so y'all are not gonna see my video. We'll have to raise some more money if you want to see me try to practice and play a video. If we raise $500 tonight, we'll do that. You'll see me practice live.
That's it? Okay. Okay, I think we can do that.
The bar low if y'all wanna donate.
500, everybody. Let's do it. I want to see Parshan perform next year.
Cool. Hanoz, I want to make sure, I don't know if you're able to get us going.
Yeah, was that the end or was there more?
I think that might have been the end. Cool, cool. So
Okay. Do you want to let people know now where they could donate money, Parshan?
that is great. Let me put the link in the chat, but we do have a link for you all. So if you could go ahead and donate at fizana.org/donate. Let me just put the chat. Put the link in the chat.
And so where would these funds go? What are they supporting?
Yeah, these funds will go directly to supporting our programming at Zaina. Many of these programmings, like the one that you're seeing today, is the result of months and months of work that our youth organizers have put together. And, you know, a lot of these things are now right now virtual, but especially as we're going into what's hopefully going to be back in person programming, we are going to be looking at some logistical costs and whatnot. So this is what the funding goes towards. Anything that we raise goes directly back to these kinds of programming and supporting our youth organizers with doing more cool things like this. So I will, in a second, there we go, put the link in the chat for everybody. If you could spend just some time during the course of this event today to take a minute and do a donation. When you go to the page, you just need to click on the fund category and select youth. And you will see Zaina as one of the options there. And it's going to be the original, the first option that pops up. So thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you. And just to be clear, everyone who does anything for Fizana, 100% it's a volunteer role. No one gets paid to do this. So all your funds will go directly into covering any logistical costs so that we can host these events and support our youth. You know, this is like your money goes all the way for us. So please, when you donate, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. It helps us and motivates us and allows us to do the things that we love to do, which is connect with other youth and host these events for you. So thank you. All right, back to our program. So next, I'm going to pull up these bios. Next, we have Nozad Sadri from Los Angeles, California, who's one of the most popular and accomplished Bollywood singers in the United States. With over 1,000 live concerts worldwide, Nozad's style of live vocal DJ fusion band concerts is a brand today in the USA. And today we have the honor of seeing him perform live a Bollywood hit, or several hits actually. So please give it up for Nozad. I'm going to hear him live today. So we're just going to mute him in a second and we'll have him here. Nozad, are you here? Oh, there it is. We've just asked you to unmute.
Thank you. All right, got it. Hello, everybody. Nowroz Mubarak, everyone. It's can everybody hear me? Just raise your hands if you can hear me. All right, nice. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to perform along with such a phenomenal gathering of talent. And it's really an honor and privilege of mine to actually be here tonight. Would like to thank Fazana, would like to thank Arzan, Mafrin for having me here tonight, and hopefully I can entertain this lovely crowd. Last I have seen, it's like 228 participants. That's significant. Hope everybody enjoys it. My specialty, I pretty much sing. I do Bollywood concerts all across the US and lots of other places around the world, and it's really going to be a if some of you probably were there during the 2019 Youth Congress, I was there closing the event during the gala night, and hopefully will be there in the World Zoroastrian Congress as well. So let's have a few songs, a few Bollywood songs, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. I'll just be singing pretty much non-stop some medley of songs that that I'll be putting together. Some of them might be new, some of them might be old. Hope everybody enjoys it. This first one is sung by one of the modern day legends, Arijit Singh, performing, and it's picturized on the golden hero, Shah Rukh Khan. I'm sure if nobody doesn't know Bollywood, but I'm sure they know Shah Rukh Khan. So, Hanuz, if you can mute everybody else and just keep me unmuted, I would appreciate that so that I can provide some good quality of the sound to everybody. All right, let's get started. Everybody, hope everybody enjoys this this session. Thank you.
जो तेरी खातिर तड़पे पहले से ही क्या उसे तड़पाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। जो तेरे इश्क में बहका पहले से ही क्या उसे बहकाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। जो तेरी खातिर तड़पे पहले से ही क्या उसे तड़पाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। जो तेरे इश्क में बहका पहले से ही क्या उसे बहकाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। आंखें मरहबा बातें मरहबा, मैं 100 मर्तबा दीवाना हुआ, मेरा ना रहा जब से दिल मेरा तेरे हुस्न का फसाना हुआ। जिसकी हर धड़कन तू हो ऐसे दिल को क्या धड़कना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा। जो तेरी खातिर तड़पे पहले से ही क्या उसे तड़पाना ओ जालिमा, ओ जालिमा।
Next one is on Ranbir Kapoor. Hope everyone enjoys it. If you guys are enjoying it, let me hear some noise, let me hear some hands, everyone, please. Thank you.
मेरी रूह का परिंदा फड़फड़ाए, लेकिन सुकून का जजीरा मिल न पाए। वे की करा, वे की करा। एक बार को तजल्ली तो दिखा दे, झूठी सही मगर तसल्ली तो दिला दे। वे की करा, वे की करा। राझड़ दे यार बुलया, सुन ले पुकार बुलया, तू ही तो यार बुलया। मुर्शिद मेरा तेरा मुकाम कमले सरहद के पार बुलया, परवरदिगार बुलया। हाफिज तेरा मुर्शिद मेरा, राझड़ दे यार बुलया। मैं काबुल से निकली तितली की तरह मुहाजिर हूँ, एक पल को ठहरूं पल में उड़ जाऊं। वे मैं हूँ पगडंडी लब दी है जो राह जन्नत दी, तू मुड़े जहाँ मैं साथ मुड़ जाऊं। तेरे कारवां में शामिल होना चाहूँ, कमियां तराश के मैं काबिल होना चाहूँ। वे की करा रांझड़ दे यार बुलया, सुन ले पुकार बुलया, तू ही तो यार बुलया। मुर्शिद मेरा तेरा मुकाम कमले, सरहद के पार बुलया, परवरदिगार बुलया। हाफिज तेरा मुर्शिद मेरा, रांझड़ दे यार बुलया, सुन ले पुकार बुलया, तू ही तो यार बुलया। मुर्शिद मेरा तेरा मुकाम कमले, सरहद के पार बुलया, परवरदिगार बुलया। हाफिज तेरा मुर्शिद मेरा।
All right, let's transition to something golden oldie, everyone.
रूप तेरा मस्ताना, प्यार मेरा दीवाना। रूप तेरा मस्ताना, प्यार मेरा दीवाना। भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए। रूप तेरा मस्ताना, प्यार मेरा दीवाना। भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए।
Hope everybody is enjoying it. If yes, then please put your comments on the chats because I can't see everybody.
रात नशीली मस्त समा है, आज नशे में सारा जहां है। रात नशीली मस्त समा है, आज नशे में सारा जहां है। हाय शराबी मौसम बहकाए, रूप तेरा मस्ताना, प्यार मेरा दीवाना। भूल कोई हमसे ना हो जाए।
All right, hope everyone is has enjoyed the song so far. Can I hear some noise or some hands or something? Thank you. Okay, before probably I close, again, if anybody has any requests or something, I'm going live right now. So if maybe if I'm coming back later on, put some requests on the chat. Maybe we can see what we can do towards the end of the program. Before I close, I'll probably do this wonderful song, and it's one of those songs that probably gets the party going anytime I start my events. By the way, anybody wants to follow me, please follow me on my name, Nawzad Sadri, on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And of course, I will be there in the World Zoroastrian Congress in July in New York. So, and I'll be performing with my entire setup live. So make sure everybody is there because more the people, the merrier, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's enjoy this song. It's a bit of a Punjabi song, and I hope everyone likes it.
मैं डालूं ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा पाले चल ऐसा रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले एवरीवन मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में भर दूं तारे हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोर्स पे जब है आई येलो येलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई हेलो हेलो तू मच है तूने लगाई येलो येलो कंट्रोल करो मेरे भाई धक 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 धड़के ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला गोड़ियां Come on everyone raise your hands up धक 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 धड़के ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला गोड़ियां ये नैन मटक्का तेरा मुझे बड़ा तड़पावे तू देख ले आज भी दिल भर कुड़िए धीर साइक चल जावे कर दे बिन पिए शराबी चेहरा तेरा गुलाबी कोई यूं ना पगला बन जावे जो इतनी हो बेताबी हेलो हेलो दिल दिल से कनेक्ट करना येलो येलो ये बातें डायरेक्ट करना हाँ धक 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 धड़के ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला गोड़ियां धक 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 धड़के ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला गोड़ियां
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for having me again. In case anybody has any requests or something, we'll see what we can do later on. But back to you, Tanya. You're doing such a phenomenal job. Thank you, everybody, and Nowroz Mubarak once again. Thank you.
Nowroz Mubarak. Thank you. That was amazing. You got everyone dancing. I think that's just what we needed was that. That was amazing. Thank you so much. So talented. All right. Now, next up, as soon as I find where we are. All right. So now we have three musicians from different parts of the world, all coming back together to perform. We have Meher Pavri, who'll be singing, Mafrin Santokh on flute, and Jamshid Terrell on piano, and they'll be performing the prayer. So very quickly, I would like to do a little bio for them. Meher Pavri is a professional opera singer and actor from London, Ontario, Canada. She loves performing in opera, musicals, film and TV, and singing the anthem at the Raptors games. Mafrin Santokh is born and raised in Orange County, California. She's an elementary school instrumental music teacher, and she plays the flute and piccolo professionally and loves playing in orchestras. And Jamshid Terrell is a musician based out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. He's the chair of the music department at Mohawk College, where he's taught for over 10 years. Now, mainly a composer and arranger, he writes and produces music, working with artists and film TV directors across Canada and the US. So please give them a warm welcome.
A chance to make it a two-possession game.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way.
How beautiful was that? I felt like I was watching a Disney movie. So again, that's Meher Pavri, Mafrin Sentok, and Jamshid Turrell. That was beautiful. I could listen to that all day. All right, next we have Zal Shroff and Phil Shroff again, and they're going to be performing La Paloma. Amazing. I'm so glad we got to see them perform again. Now, next we have Golrukh Aminian, who's going to be singing Memuni. A brief introduction to Golrukh. Let's see, here he is. So Golrukh is a trained soprano who studied vocal techniques in Iran and she continued her vocal training in Toronto at the Royal Conservatory of Music. In 2015, she co-founded Cultural Interchange 360, which is a not-for-profit organization aimed to create a cross-cultural bridge between people of different cultures through music and other performing arts. So please give it up for Gulrukh.
چشمای یار آفتاب میشه بازم دوباره فصل بهاره.
How beautiful was that? That was gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And did you see the Nowruz table layout as well? Wow. You know, the other day I was actually telling someone, I was like, I feel like if you literally name any talent, there's definitely a Zoroastrian out there who does it, who has that talent. So for example, if you told me, name me a Parsi and an Iranian Zoroastrian opera singer, I could tell you right away, Meher Pavri and then Golrukh Aminian, you know, like they're there, they exist. Our community is so talented. We may be small, but the talent is endless. All right, enough from me. Next up, we have Varun Irani. He's going to be playing Scherzo Beethoven on the piano. Now, I did practice this title 10 times before this concert. I still don't think I got that right. So Varun is from Pune, India, and started learning the piano at the tender age of 9. And he's completed his diploma in music with distinction from Trinity College London and grade 6 in theory. And he's currently studying towards completing an undergraduate degree in computer engineering. So musician and an engineer, incredible. So please give it up for Varun. Thank you, Varun, for taking the time to perform for us all the way from India. Incredible. Next up, we have Farhad Wadia again. and they're going to be singing All Right Now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this now, baby? Maybe she's in need of the kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now don't you worry or hesitate. Let's move before they raise the parking rate. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game, baby? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, Lord of love. Now you're trying to trick me in love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now.
I saw a couple of people dancing there. Farzan, I saw you were definitely dancing. Amazing. So much fun. Thank you so much, Farhad, for submitting 2 songs and 2 performances for us. That was incredible. So next up, we have a pretty young performer. We have Tamina Sapai, who's going to be performing a Mozart aria. She's in her 3rd year undergraduate chemistry degree at the University of Manchester, UK. and she's currently studying in France this year as an exchange student. So please give it up for Tamina.
Giunse al fine il momento che godrò senza affanno in braccio all'idol mio. Timide core uscite dal mio petto, a turbar non venite il mio diletto. Oh, come par che all'amoroso fuoco l'amenità del loco, la terra, il ciel risponda come la notte i forti miei seconda. Diviene non tardar, o gioia bella. Vieni, ove amore, per goderta bella, finché non splende in ciel notturna face. Finché l'aria in cor bruna il mondo tace. Qui mormora il ruscel, qui scherza l'aura, che col dolce sussurro il cor instaura. Qui ridono i fioretti e l'erba è fresca, ai piaceri d'amor qui tutto adesca. Vieni, ben mio, tra queste pianti ascosi. Vieni, vieni, ti vol la fronte incoronar di rose. Ti vol la fronte incoronar di rose.
I love seeing very young talent in our community. That was so wonderful. Incredible job, Tamina. All right, our favorite instrument is coming back. I see we have another performance on the Persian Santur, this time by Roham Bemanish. Give me a second. I will pull up his bio. So Roham is a pianist, composer, arranger, and songwriter currently based out of Vancouver, Canada, and he's born in Tehran, Iran. He's currently continuing his education in ethnomusicology at the University of British Columbia in Canada. So please give it up for Roham.
رو گذشت باز از اون ساعت که 5 سال پیش رفتی با اون ژاکتی که من به تو هدیه دادم اولین دوشنبه اون رفاقت. یادم چشمای تو برق زد از تعجب از اون همه سخاوت، اما این آخرین هدیه من بود تا یه وقتی برات نشه عادت. حالا من وایسادم توی سرما، سوز میاد باد میاد از اون بالا، یه پیراهن نازک تنمه میلرزم مثل اسکیموها. پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده. که یادم نمیاد ما بقی عشق آسان نمود اول، ولی بعد شدم ول معطل. پشت ویترین دوتا ژاکت بود، خردلیه و اون گلبهیه، خردلی قیمتش بهتر بود، گفتی نظر من با اون یکیه. حالا من وایسادم توی سرما، باد میاد سوز میاد از اون بالا، یه پیراهن نازک تنمه میلرزم مثل اسکیموها. پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، 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 پول ژاکتم رو پس بده.
پول آفاگوتویی که تو خیابون ولنجک نبش و نمایشگاه ماشین رو خریدم پس بده. پول تاکسی و اتوبوس و آژانس و مترومو پس بده. پول اون فیلم چی بود تو سینما دیدیم عروس فراری اونم پس بده. کلا هرچی برای خرج شد پس بده. پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده، پول ژاکتم رو پس بده.
I definitely lied when I said we were going to have Persian sent to her bag. Parshan, is it true that's your uncle? Am I getting that right?
That is very true. That is my uncle, and I'm very proud of him.
So talented. It's amazing.
Oh, he's a legend, and I think he tried to teach piano to me and my brother, and we gave up on us. I think there's not a lot of talent here in my, but that's okay.
He can teach you for next year because we're going to raise the 500.
That's right. That's right. Keep donating, folks. I'm gonna put the chat in the link or the link in the chat. So, thanks.
Thank you everyone for sticking around. We have a couple more amazing performances left. So thank you for your presence today. Next up, we have Danish Bandara, who's a dancer. She's a professional dancer, choreographer, and teacher based in Southern California. She has over 12 years of training in Kathak, which is a classical Indian dance form, Bollywood dance, and Raksharki, which is belly dancing. So please give it up for Danish, who's going to do a collection of Bollywood dances.
मुसाफिर हूँ मैं दूर का दीवाना हूँ मैं धूप का मुझे ना भाए ना भाए ना भाए छाँव रे
मनवा लागे ओ मनवा लागे लागे रे सावरे लागे रे सावरे ले तेरा हुआ जिया का जिया का जिया का ये गाँव रे
આવી ગઈ રાત અને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની આ મૌસમ છે अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमनी आ मौसम छे આવી ગઈ રાત અને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની આ મૌસમ છે अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ छबीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात जो गाना तारा ओए छबीला तारा ओए रंगीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात रे
How good was that? That was so good. I felt like I was watching this amazing Bollywood movie. Incredible performance, Danish. That was incredible. I loved it. Amazing. Let's get to the next performance. So we have Mafren Santok again from California, and accompanying her will be Havovi Desai, who's from Cincinnati, Ohio, but currently lives in Brooklyn, New York. Havovi studies flute and trumpet and goes to NYU for a master's in music therapy. And they're going to be performing La Vie en Rose. What a beautiful flute duet. And a reminder, they're doing that from opposite sides of the coast, from California all the way to New York. So that's even more impressive. Amazing job. So we unfortunately only have 3 performances left. So thank you as well for staying this long with us. And I hope you're enjoying it. Based on the comments, I can tell everyone's really enjoying it. So that's amazing. And please give it up to all our performers. So next up, we have Gulrukh again, Gulrukh Aminian, and she's going to be singing Nowruz.
مرکب نوروز خورشید تابان یهو خوشم خوشم که عمر دی سر آمده رنجم بگرفته پایم یهو بیا که خوش کنم دلم به روی تو شدم خانبرین نوبهاران دور سرما رفته غم به یک جا رفته تا بکوبی
All I can think is I really want to hear Gulrukh perform live one day. I hope I get that opportunity. What a talented singer. I'd love to introduce our next performer, second to last, Katie Spenta, who's going to be playing what I think is one of the coolest instruments, accordion. So Katie Spenta was a Simply Music piano teacher for 10 years in Perth, Australia. which was introduced by an Australian in the US. And this program is in the US, Australia, and New Zealand. And today she enjoys playing the accordion at family parties in California. So please give it up to Katie Spenta, who's going to be playing the accordion for us.
Thank you.
Incredible, Katie. Thank you for playing that live for us.
Okay.
I'd like to now invite one of the organizers of today's concert, Mafrin Santokh, to speak.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for attending today's event. So this event, actually, we did it last year in the absence of live functions for Nowruz, and it was so successful that a lot of people requested that we do it again this year. And at this rate, I think we might even do one again next year. So on that note, we know our community is bursting with talent. If you are ever interested in performing in any one of our virtual events that we do with Zaina, definitely reach out, youth@fazana.org. We'll put that in the chat. And in this particular performance, we showcase professionals, but even if you have children or you're an amateur, we do all sorts of events, and we would love to give everybody an opportunity who wants to perform. And then a special thanks to the Zaina co-chairs, Parshan and Farzine, for my brother Hanoz, who's running the Zoom, Tanya for emceeing, and then both Roxy and Ardavan for their help behind the scenes making programs. And of course, all the performers. It's been such a joy to work with all these performers. Everyone has just been on top of everything, sending me everything that I needed from them and volunteering their time to do this for us. On that last note, as is traditional with every performance, is an after party. So 30 minutes after this, this concert is over, some of us organizers are just going to be hanging out a little bit on the same link, just kind of hanging out with each other, celebrating the end of all our hard work. So we would like to open that up to any youth who would want to come and just hang out with us and introduce yourselves. And maybe learn a little bit more about Zaina. So just this same link, about 20-30 minutes after, we're just going to be chilling with each other, and we'd love to meet some more youth. One of the #1 requests we get for Zaina is people want events where they can meet each other. So just a little mix and mingling. And with that, I'm going to introduce the last performer. We're going to bring back Ardavan Taraporvala, and he is going to end with Can You Feel the Love?
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wind can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless wanderer just to be with you. Eshkamo eskon emshab yeseroyai hafna dare donyamun chesodas yenazme oshechonas. There's a time for everyone if they'd only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and a reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of this star-crossed voyager beats in time with yours. Eshkamo eskon emshab yeseroyai hafna dare donyamun chesodas yenazme oshechonas. Can you feel the love tonight? You needn't look too far. Stealing through the night's uncertainties, love is where we are. And if you feel the love tonight in the way I do, it's enough for this restless warrior just to
What a beautiful way to wrap up an incredible concert. Incredible, Ardavan, as always. And that unfortunately does bring us to the end of our 2022 Nowruz concert. I want to take this time to just quickly thank all our talented performers for lending their time to entertain us tonight and also share their talent with us. So please join me in thanking them in the comments. You've all done an incredible job. You've entertained us. And just brought, joy to us in such a challenging time. So thank you again for lending your time and talent for tonight's concert. I also want to thank all of you for attending tonight. Thank you so much. And I wish you all a happy Nowruz. May your year be filled with good health, with happiness and fulfillment. And I want to quickly say, if you enjoyed tonight's concert, I kindly ask that you donate what you can to Zaina so that we can continue to support these initiatives, continue to have these concerts and so many other events that benefit the whole community. So happy Nowruz, everyone, and take care.
And we'll see you all on Sunday. Those of you who can, join us for the Nowruz countdown and prayer. Sunday at 8. We'll be sending an email out to the Fezana White community tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you all.